Vasudevan Moorthy, who's the chairman of Vascon Engineers, a company which is also into realty and provides other work as well to realty projects across the country. So, Moorthy, tell us which smaller towns beyond Bombay are you operating in, and what are you picking up in terms of trends there, in demand trends, volume trends?
We are working primarily in Bombay and Coimbatore and Pune. Pune is our main base. We are a company based from out of Pune. So we've been in real estate in Pune for almost 30 years now, and about 10 to 15 years in Coimbatore. And recently we have started work in redevelopment work in Bombay as well.
Sir, one of the trends which usually happens in these tier 2, tier 3 cities, and especially since you are present in Coimbatore as well, there's always a tilt towards row houses and bungalows, and the psyche is to have their own, houses as well. Is that changing, and are people moving towards apartments in a big way?
Go up, land prices go up, then the shift starts happening towards multi-storied buildings. So Pune typically, about 30 years ago was still affordable for doing a row house or a bungalow. But we were the first to start an apartment building in Pune where we gave a lot of amenities and people found it attractive because that was just the beginning of the shift from bungalows, row houses to apartments. So a city, I call it mature to come to a building level type of a thing. It requires land prices to go up substantially, wherein it becomes unaffordable for them to own their own private land and as well as building and other implications of maintenance of issues which crop up. All the infrastructural maintenance of a bungalow is to be maintained by one's own. So the shift starts happening at that point of time, and that story is true across any city and across any cities across the world as far as if you see how the trend has been. So multi-storied, I call it multi-storied development. The city becomes mature for a developer to enter in.
Sure. So, Mr. Moorthy, are you looking at tapping into this opportunity across other cities as well? So, you're already in Mumbai, Pune, which are as it is developed and too commoditized in terms of the numbers of players present there. Are you looking at deepening your presence in tier 2, tier 3 cities? Are you acquiring more land parcels, etc.? Because that's what the reports are suggesting.
So we are not acquiring land parcels. We are looking at opportunities in joint ventures. See, we believe that real estate business is a local business. We have to have local partners today. Our expertise is basically in terms of design, development, and execution. So we want to bring in that expertise along with a local knowledge partner. So we are open to looking at locations where there are strong local people who know the local market and who know the local scenarios in terms of which area is developing and how are the rules and regulations there. So we try to partner them and then move. So though our profitability may be relatively low compared to buying a land, but then the risk is also much reduced.
Talk to us about how is the affordability in smaller towns, in tier 2, tier 3. What is say 3 to 4,000 rupees a square feet? Where is the sweet spot where the maximum amount of demand is actually coming in square footage terms for residential?
See, 3 to 4,000 rupees a square feet of ticket size when you go for, then tier 3 cities become still difficult because you can still do their land and purchase and do your own building in phases. So tier 3 cities apartments don't come up there till the prices of apartments are in the region of 4,000 to 5,000 rupees a square feet. So because today the construction cost itself, if you want to do a decent apartment, will be minimum nothing less than 2,500 rupees a square feet, plus the land cost and the profitability and the approvals and other issues involved, and the finance cost, which because in tier 3 cities you don't expect that you'll get booking right at the start of the project. You need to complete the project, and 50% of the material will have to be sold when the project is complete. So finance cost also comes into picture. So affordability in terms of for a developer to do into a city, it has to be in the region of plus 4,500 type of a scenario. Otherwise, what he can do, what other developers do, or we also look open to it, is do a plotted type of development, do the infrastructure, and then start delivering build-to-suit houses for the people. That works well in the growing up cities.
How is the overall, demand scenario panning out there? Mr. Moorthy, is there a big shift that you are seeing, or people are buying it as an additional home, as an investment still, and not really as residential? Help us understand also whether they're going for the higher ticket sizes there, or is it very much in the affordable category right now in the tier 2, tier 3 cities?
I think it's a mix of both. There is, owning a house is a psychological thing. If you really look at the financial part, it doesn't really make sense. But owning a house is a psychological thing. Everybody wants to own a house, and they all look at houses which is slightly bigger than what their actual need at that point of time. The gap which is there is where they get pushed into taking loans. So as long loans are affordable, loans are sub 8 type of a scenario, then the sale becomes much easier in these cities. But if the loans increase interest, I mean, in the interest on the loans, if increases beyond 8.5, 9, then it doesn't become really attractive for people to go beyond their means, because then you start paying more interest than the capital on your installments.
Thanks, Mr. Moorthy, for joining us and helping us understand as to how that market is placed, because definitely that's one area perhaps that the street will be next watching out for the boom in the real estate sector. The frontline stocks have already done rather well for themselves.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.